The Pokemon anime has been going on for quite a long time now. Every season, we have always had very exciting things happen, whether they be Ash winning a very important battle, Ash or someone capturing a dope Pokemon, or Pokemon evolving. There have been many incredible Pokemon evolutions throughout the Pokemon anime. The problem is that a lot of the evolutions are actually pretty epic and made my jaw drop almost every time. However, today, I've narrowed these evolutions down to a top 5. These evolutions to me are easily the 5 best in this series. I know I make a very bold statement, but I think the majority of you will agree with this list. We'll just have to see though. So with that said, let's just hop right into it. Counting things down at number 5, we have Ash's Caterpie evolving into Metapod and Butterfree. Starting this one off may have some of you in disagreement. And that's fine. I just feel, due to Caterpie being Ash's first official catch, it made sense to pay homage to this. Ash and Caterpie had a very wholesome relationship, and he stuck up for it whenever Misty would make comments about it. If you're familiar with the Pokemon anime, you know Misty hates bugs. Regardless though, Caterpie became friends with Pikachu as well. One night, they were outside, talking about the future. Caterpie told Pikachu its dream was to be a Butterfree, as it looked over to Misty. Eventually, Caterpie took its first step and evolved into Metapod. Then, after a fierce battle with a pincer nearly breaking it in half, hardening for about 6 hours, being taken by a Beedrill and being sliced open, Metapod evolved. The evolution was breathtaking in the eyes of Ash and friends. This beautiful Butterfree just popped out of the Metapod and flew around happily. Caterpie's dream came true, and then it put all the Beedrill to sleep using sleep powder. In the end though, Butterfree and Ash's journey was cut short when Butterfree fell in love with the pink Butterfree. From that point on, Ash and Butterfree never saw each other again. There was a reference to it in the Black and White series, but still not even a trace. I think at this point, it's just safe to say we will never see Butterfree again. I just wanted to dedicate an entry to a Pokemon every Pokemon fan will miss. Continuing the Kanto Pokemon trend, we have Ash's Charmeleon evolving into Charizard. I'm sure a lot of you saw this one coming from an inch away. Oh, the overrated fire lizard gets more spotlight. Hey, come on. We all know we were shocked as all hell when Charmeleon got pissed off at Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl had taunted and smack-talked Charmeleon. Ash's Charmeleon, being hot-headed, got pretty angry. And from there, we saw one of Ash's most powerful Pokemon make its debut. When Charizard appeared for the first time, it spit off this powerful flamethrower to try and flex. It was low-key badass. After, Charizard chased Aerodactyl across the sky, spitting flamethrowers at it. Not to mention, Ash had been captured by Aerodactyl, so Charizard had the intent of burning Ash. He did not care whatsoever. While that airborne chase was going, a very fierce pink balloon Pokemon wanted to put on a huge performance. Jigglypuff sang its heart out, bringing Aerodactyl and Charizard to the ground. Everyone on the ground had also been knocked out because of Jigglypuff's singing. It went on a spree and drew on everyone again. After, Charizard didn't start obeying Ash for a good while, disobeying him at every chance it was brought out into battle. Finally, when Ash battled the Poliwrath trainer at the Orange Islands, Charizard and him reached mutual respect for each other. We all know what happens after. Charizard's a beast. I always love talking about Ash's Charizard. I'm itching to see it in Journeys pretty soon. I hope it makes an appearance. At the halfway point, we leave Kanto and head over to Kalos. I also thought it was about time we gave some appreciation to the best female protagonist, Serena, and, of course, her Sylveon. Sylveon is one of my favorite evolutions, and Serena's also happens to be one of my favorite Sylveon around. So I had to make this. As an Eevee, it danced around a lot, and just loved the idea of being a performer-esque Pokemon. Serena really fell in love with Eevee, and obsessed over capturing it. She decided that the best way to capture this cute performer was to put on her own amazing performance. And I can say it was pretty dang good. But Team Rocket interfered. No worries though, because it got taken care of pretty quickly. Eevee was shy a lot of the time, and was frightened of other Pokemon and trainers. There was, however, one Pokemon that was usually around its side, being Bunnelby. Bunnelby helped to inspire Eevee into being more courageous. With her and Serena also bonding, this really helped Eevee blossom into what it eventually becomes. Serena and Eevee enter their first performance together, and they totally rock it despite Eevee falling. Serena's voice and support helped Eevee perform to its best potential, showing off all kinds of dance moves. My favorite part of this ordeal was definitely the dance party where Ash and Serena teamed up for a double battle against James and Miette. Serena had decided to use Eevee for this battle. Unfortunately, Eevee got knocked out. But Serena's love for it revitalized its spirit and thus evolved into Sylveon. This is one of my favorite evolutions, but I don't consider it the best. In the penultimate spot, we have another fiery evolution, and this time, it's more hot than the Charizard one. Ash's Fletchender evolving in the Talonflame has to be one of the more heartfelt evolutions I've seen in the Pokemon anime. Ash's Fletchender was a pretty tough contender. Ash in it had the confidence to take on a Moltres. With Ash's confidence, that's almost a guarantee getting into a battle like that. With that said, Moltres practically kicked the crap out of Fletchender. It was getting to the point where Ash said, "I'm coming to get you." Moltres turns around and says, "Nah, you ain't," aiming a flamethrower right at Ash. This flamethrower wasn't a friendly or joke flamethrower like the ones Ash was used to getting. The look in Moltres' eyes gave the intent of piss off and stay out of my way. Ash stared this flamethrower down as it continued to get closer to him. Fletchender, knocked down, immediately gets up and basically screams, "Don't hurt my trainer." As it flies, it screams. And with that sense of protection, Ash's Fletchender evolved in the Talonflame. Ash got his life saved by Fletchender evolving. Moltres has a very powerful flame, by the way, so had that hit Ash, he probably would have been dead. That flamethrower had the intent of hurt. I feel Moltres really wanted to kill Ash, but that's just my opinion. It just goes to show, though, that Ash's Pokemon love him to death, and Fletchender did everything it could to protect him. The sense of protection helped it evolve and saved Ash's life. That's powerful. Finally, in the number 1 spot, this may be a very unexpected or expected entry. You were probably expecting this to be like some epic battle where one Pokemon was left and its evolution hung on the balance of winning this certain battle. Well, I hate to disappoint, but it's not. In fact, it's actually right in front of your face, and has been since the very first episode of Pokemon. The Pokemon Journeys anime gives us a very special episode where we find out the history of Ash's Pikachu. As a Pichu, it developed a very strong bond with the Kangaskhan and its baby. Pichu lived with the Kangaskhan for a part of its life, and was raised by them. Pichu fell in love with this family it had, and it prospered. Eventually though, Pichu wanted to head off on its own. With tears in his eyes, Pichu left the cave. In his heart though, he felt immense love, triggering his evolution into the Pikachu we all know and love today. The little dance Pikachu did after it evolved was also one of the most wholesome scenes I have ever seen in the Pokemon anime. Seeing this little short of Pichu makes me love Ash's Pikachu more now. Journeys also did a fantastic job at showing us this magnificent scene. Journeys honestly is probably my favorite Pokemon anime series thus far just because of this. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap up this list of the top 5 best Pokemon evolutions in the anime. I haven't made a top 5 in a cool minute, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I know there's probably going to be some disagreements because there are a lot of really amazing evolutions throughout the anime. Do me a favor though, and let me know your favorite moments down below. I guarantee I will like every single one of your moments. Narrowing it down to a top 5 is always hard. But I enjoy top 5s more than 10s because I can really concentrate on the really important entries. The Pokemon evolutions are definitely one of the lists I wanted to take more time on. So with that said, thank you to everyone for watching the video. Huge thanks to my phenomenal team and the amazing art done each week by Danny the Demon. I couldn't do all this without them. If you all enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be sure to leave a comment too, as it really helps us out. I also do other content on my Twitch, where I stream Genshin Impact, Mystic Zora, where I do Pokemon Let's Plays and other gaming content, and of course MysticSage, where I do all anime content. Right now, I'm focusing on Inuyasha and Yashahime, so if you're interested in that, be sure to check it out. If you'd like to support me even further than that, check out my Patreon. Whether it's a $1 tip to get early thumbnail access, or the $10 tier to get cool perler bead charms and a shout out. There's tons of reasons to join today. These lovely people did, and I thank them all so much for their support. It really means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mr. Umbreon, and I will see you all next time with some more amazing Pokemon content.